20 years. It has been 20 years since the last home console release of an F-Zero game, with F-Zero GX for the GameCube in 2003, and 19 years since the last game in the franchise overall with F-Zero Climax for the Game Boy Advance, which never even left Japan. This franchise may be one of the most neglected series in Nintendo's catalog, with its representative appearing in more Smash games than his own. So when I saw Mute City pop up in a recent Nintendo Direct, I nearly had a heart attack, until it was revealed not to be the next 3D entry in the series, but a pseudo spin-off in the style of the original 16-bit game. F-Zero 99 is a battle royale in the same vein as Tetris 99, Pac-Man 99, and Mario 35, where it takes the gameplay of the original, tweaks it a little bit, and then pits you against 98 other players until there's one left standing, or in this case, whoever finishes first. Now, even though my hopes for a new 3D title were almost immediately dashed with 99's reveal, I wasn't going to immediately throw this thing to the wayside and not play it at all. I mean, this is the first new F-Zero game we've gotten in around 20 years, and after playing the game for hours on end for the last week, I'm pretty confident in saying that F-Zero 99 is the best version of this battle royale formula. F-Zero was kind of the perfect fit to become a BR, since the formula already involves you trying not to get thrown off tracks, blown up, or disqualified during races. So throwing that gameplay into an online multiplayer setting with 99 racers is pretty much a match made in heaven. Now, from just looking at the gameplay on screen, this looks like a total nightmare, and by all accounts, the amount of players all being crammed into these narrow-ass tracks should be a total disaster. But no, it all actually works shockingly well, due in no small part to the additions and changes made to the original gameplay to work in this setting. During matches, when people bump into one another, they drop sparks, which fill up a gauge just below your energy bar. Fill it up all the way, and you'll ascend to the skyway above to pass up other racers. As weird as this looks and sounds, it actually provides a pretty solid option to help struggling players out, since most of the sparks will be created by the massive crowds of people at the front, and thus be left for the people in the back, helping give those falling behind another shot at not getting ranked out. The skyway also acts as a sort of get-out-of-jail-free card. Always getting thrown around at the magnet section on Port Town? Not a problem. If you filled up your spark meter, then you can just skip that section entirely. Low on energy and are about to get torn to shreds? Just use the skyway to avoid everyone trying to kill you. The skyways act as a bit of a risk-reward system, where you've got to decide on where to use it and when the best possible time to use it is. Another major change it makes from the original is how you manage your health and boosts. In the original game, every time you finish a lap, you'd be rewarded with one boost. It was simple and easy to understand. In 99, your energy and boosts are intertwined, because you're now able to boost whenever you'd like at the cost of your own energy. But this change is extremely beneficial to gameplay, adding a risk-reward system that forces players to be more smart with their energy. Do you conserve it but allow others to pass right by you? Or do you boost past the competition but leave yourself as an easier target? However, if you're able to take down an opponent, your energy meter will refill, which, with the addition of a spin attack, highly encourages players to go even more Mad Max on others around them. These new changes and additions help breathe new life into the gameplay from an over 30-year-old title. The original was already pretty fast and crazy, but since it was only single player, it made the experience less hectic and adrenaline pumping, as it could have been. So in a way, 99 is kind of a perfected version of the original game, with all of the cool stuff added here.
But wait! There's more!
99 actually boasts a decent customization option, with simple things like different vehicle colors, decals, boost colors, and player cards, all of which you get by just playing the game, leveling up, and completing certain parameters. They're all pretty decent and help give more individuality to you and the vehicle you choose, all of which have different stats and handling, which I'm happy was kept from the original game instead of putting everyone on as equal a playing field as possible. But then this is made even better because the game actually launched with multiple game modes, with the offerings including regular matches, each being one race, super plain and vanilla, team races, which is just a race where the team with the most points in the end wins, pro tracks, which are more difficult versions of regular courses and with more obstacles and such, and the game even boasts a ranked mode made up of 5 races, each getting progressively more difficult and with fewer players the further it goes along, with entry to ranked requiring the use of tickets to enter, which you get by logging into the game and leveling up, so they're not difficult to come by. Hell, there's even a mini ranked mode which is just 3 tracks and only costs 1 ticket, and then it's even made more competitive by the fact that all races include you going up against different rivals, which if if you beat them in races, will help you boost your score up so you can go up against more tough racers. It's absolutely baffling to see how much content there is in a simple free Nintendo Online game. It looks extremely basic and shallow on the surface, but once you dig much deeper into the systems added and how much they made the original game work in a multiplayer setting, it becomes way more than just another BR game, and something that's true to the F-Zero formula as a whole. So I want all of you guys watching who own a Switch to go check out F-Zero 99. Not only because it's a legitimately great time, but also because this is undoubtedly a test. Nintendo is clearly trying to gauge people's interest in the game and F-Zero as a whole. So the more people who play the game, the more of a chance that Nintendo will revitalize the franchise. And I don't think I'm alone in wanting a new F-Zero game, and one that's 3D and as insane as GX was 20 years ago. So with that, I hope you play 99 and have as much fun with it as I have had, and I'll see you all in the next video.